100 people out of 4,000. So I guess that means that we have a sister who has claim on Galilee, but not yet on. This means we're still alive. And Gambia has lost 2 husbands. Oh, Riza is ugly. Poor girl. Tell you what, before we head on over there, let's just make a quick march into Karvuna, take out this raider, and then will endear us to our fellow dukes. Oh, we have no courtiers at the moment. Okay, fair enough. You are fantastic, though. You were the one that was there before, I think. Alka, Air Marshal, that's fine. Yeah. About to sneeze again. Don't like that at all. Okay, you don't like us, but I think you'd still be an excellent steward, yeah. And you, Irene, you are an excellent spy master, so we're in good shape. So, study tech. Taxes. Train troops. Fabricate claims in Jerusalem, because we don't have the king yet. So, yes. Tell us about Jerusalem. You can get a claim on it. Succeeded in pushing them back. Lots of people that are needed. Oh, the physician is no longer with us. That's too bad. He'd be a good physician, though. Designated regent. What makes for a good regent? Well, I suppose a high opinion of us would be helpful. Also a good stewardship rating. Dionysi, sure. You can be our designated regent. And we need a new commander. Go. What? Hop on over here. Yeah, we're definitely going to be sacked, unfortunately. 188, this goes away. We're a year away from getting Antioch to not be considering us new administration. Sacked. They destroyed our trade post. I like that trade post. Set you all in. This is really not going to go well for us. Stay here. See if we can gain troops. I mean, I suppose the trade post isn't doing all that much, considering China is isolationist. Can't pay tribute when there's the isolationist policy either. Ooh. Is this Byzantium's helping us? That's awesome. Yeah, just pop over there. At least we know we're not going to be fighting any battles. Filipa Makedonska had lived a pious life, truly following the example of God. She passed on 2nd of November 1086, and people have long wondered if she would be considered a true Christian or not. In a grand ceremony, Bishop Yvette has declared her a Christian, who has indeed entered heaven, celebrated by the people of Beirut as well as by the Christian world as a whole. I can only wish to follow her example and become truly pious people in the eyes of God. This is actually a family member, right? Yeah, kinswoman. Fantastic. Is a loss to all of us, but we gain some piety because of that kinswoman trait. Okay, current Countess of Beirut is angry for not being on the council, but doesn't have any real skills that we want here. Okay, regain our wealth, regain our troops. Where did they go? My liege, I'm pleased to report that your errant subject, Romanos, has converted to Bagamalist faith. Fantastic. Really? You jump back in? Raise our levy there as best we can. But I was done with you. Come back for more. I need to keep you standing there. I will. A well-dressed merchant has requested an audience. The man presents himself as Master Shimon ben Aharon, a representative of the Jewish Radnite merchants, and says, we want to set up an office in Tiberias. Sure. More trade, more money. Matters. Hey, all right. That's the way you succeed. We'll let these guys continue back over. Angry that they came back in. That's not cool at all. Why would you do that? Why would you raid a place and then come back? Our sister, I think, right? Irene is our sister, is now listed as the ill-tempered. Heap. Erudite, content, just. Why is this ill-tempered? He's great. Come on. Know you're losing troops along the way, but it's a sacrifice we have to make when we are not part of the same empire. Okay, yeah, come on in, be a new commander. That's great. And march in here and keep any more raiders from getting in. Alexandretta, are you independent? The Doge of Antioch. Mm-hmm. Republic. No, we're the same rank. We cannot offer to make you a vassal for some reason. Wow, lots of imprisonments happening. We continue this run for more people. The Tsar the Mule is doing imprisonments and revoking titles, and oof, this is not going well. Brother-in-law. Oh no, you had a son. That's not so helpful for our desire to take all the land ourselves. Look at this. How many of these counties are you going to revoke, buddy? You must have won your war. Alsatian-Hungarian. Now there is a combination you don't see very much. The ducal conquest of Feher. Ah. They just keep me out of this. Passion. Being a pest. Keep it going. Transfer the vassalage of Count Borel of Toronto to me. Well, that's good. Tsar must like me. What did I do to make you like me so? Marriage ties. Aha! You can't convince people in any other way. Convince them through marriage. I suppose that is a literal reading of if you can't beat them, join them. What's happening on the 12 months? There's a young boy there. 21,000 troops to our 6,000. Yeah, we definitely need to continue improving. Antioch was under siege again? No. This Boral is lowborn, so it's just somebody else that's around. Interesting. As the day drags on, seemingly never ending, you can barely keep your eyes open. You seem to have no energy at all. Alas, fatigue, oh no. Thinks we're developing great pox. We should abstain from food in order to feel better and prescribed a 3-day fast. And we feel better after 3 days without food. Okay. Sometimes it happens that way. Lately, I've become afraid that someone might want to hurt me. I'm thinking about hiring two food tasters, and maybe a bodyguard would be a good idea. Food tasters, bodyguards, anything that can save me. Or, I won't let fear rule my life. No, I will not. As I demand the servants to bring me another course of delicious red meat, my eyes fall down on my distended belly, placidly resting over my lap. My love of food is not having a positive effect on my health. If I do not do something about it, I may soon be in need of a wider throne. I don't care, I'm happy as I am, become fat. Or, no, this is too much, I need a diet. One moment you're shivering, the next you're sweating, and overall you feel awful. We gained a fever trait. This is fantastic. We are going to be so healthy. It's going to be amazing. Our 3-year-old daughter is going to inherit at a normal time. This is just the way it's going to happen. Birth of the Assassins. Word is spreading that a Shia missionary, Hassan-e-Sabath, has founded a religious order known as the Hashashin, somewhere in western Persia. Using trickery and guile, this mysterious cult of trained killers has seized control of the mountain fortress of Alamut and converted it into their headquarters. Already a string of violent murders can be traced back to Hassan's devoted and fearless disciples. These hashish smokers are harmless. See about that. Yes, let's seek treatment for our illness. Bishop Jerolim of Rila educated guesses that you are in the early stages of gout. Follow the instructions. Okay? Rub peppermint leaves on your hands and feet to remedy your fatigue. Another successful treatment. I have gout. Okay, as long as you know what you're doing. Sure, we are craven. Undress and kneel with your buttocks raised. That was awkward enough, but when you saw the instrument in his hands, you almost bolted. Jerolim must have noticed because he patted you calmingly on the shoulder and told you to stop clenching. I probably shouldn't have agreed to this. Yeah, ill treatment. Keep. Not the treatment you want. Ever. Usa. That's some interesting cities about. It has not been easy, but I think I'm finally managing to get back in shape. Most of my old clothes have become too large for me, and I can run a flight of stairs without arriving at the top drenched in sweat. My diet is paying off. I'm not gluttonous anymore. Also, we were sick. Those things go hand in hand, I think. Yeah, I don't care about who's usurping what over there. Malfio is independent. The status quo in China is over. Popular uprisings have broken out in Chengdu, and large groups of disgruntled peasants have taken up arms, led by a group of rogue gentlemen scholars. Trade has been halved along the Silk Road, and China will not be able to defend its tributary state. I mean, you can say trade is halved all you like, but it's isolation, so there isn't trade. We got more tech. We there to tolerance yet? We are 40 away from being able to have full status of women. And our wife is pregnant. New bird has arrived in the Muse, and a new book on the art of writing poetry is in the library. Well, looking at these stats, I'm going to say let's read the book. Attacked in Antioch again? our troops just die? The poetry book is really inspiring. I can feel creativity bursting through my body. Hooray! More diplomacy. No, we just joined in, I guess. Tsar created the Duchy of Moldavia. The pregnancy has caused my wife to develop quite the unusual tastes. Most of what she asks for dinner nowadays ranges from mildly unsettling to positively revolting. Still, scholars do agree that a pregnant woman's craving should always be accommodated. A hare's head? Is there a reason we're not reinforcing our retinues? No wonder. Should be. We're also very low on retinue. We lost a lot of troops. Okay, do we gain pikemen? Do we do light cavalry, or do we actually put together a Gusar retinue? I think we do the Gusar. Can't do two. We can do a Gusar and a light skirmish. That'll get us pretty close. Cool. Yeah, y'all head down over here. Republic of Antioch actually has a city in our holdings. It's a good tradition to have some gossips around a pregnant woman in order to keep her calm and distracted from the tribulations of this delicate time in her life. As Maya's husband, it is my duty to provide her with the support she needs. She needs familiar faces around her, yes. Prestige and piety, to get to know each other better. All these things are good. Ah, she likes me. Paranoid, zealous, and kind. So good. My modest attempts to write poetry were never meant to be published in any way, but wherever I go, bards and minstrels are singing or reciting my poems. Alright, I'm a poet. My dear liege, I was just approached by Ivanka Krasimova, who tried to convince me to join her in her vile heresy. Her vile heresy? Oh no, Ivanka, what are you doing? Reconversion. Come back. Not really a theologian. I'm not sure that it's going to do well. Take a look at the religion map here. Yep, that sure is a religion map. Got a few counties that are still Bogomolist, but... Oh, I invite to plot to kill Duke Ivan of Pech. Croatian Bogomolist? Sure, why not? I want the Tsar to like me. Daughter was born, named Zvika. Well, let's see, is that going to be your name? Sislava, Eva, Christina, Sylvia, Alexandrina. Well, we need to capture Alexandria at some point. Alexandrina, you are going to point the way there. Pretty sure that's how that works. Oh, the Abbasids just took a huge swath of the Byzantines. Worried about the newborn daughter. Save her. Bombs. I don't know what holdings were under siege here, but looks like, yeah, this city now belongs to the Abbasids. I cannot see any improvement. That's not good. Alexandrina is not doing well. Bessarabia was created.